For this bodyweight superset, we're going to be performing 2 exercises. One more of a strength-based exercise, the other to get your heart rate up a little bit. For that first exercise, it's going to be a bodyweight hip hinge. So a hip hinge is essentially a deadlift, and what we want to practice is a very functional exercise. If you're picking up kids from the floor, you want to practice with that hip hinge. Make sure your lower back stays nice and flat. If you're moving any boxes, you want to practice with that hip hinge. If you're grabbing anything from the floor, the more you can develop a safe, strong hip hinge, the more likely you are to not experience any lower back pain through picking up those things off of the floor. So with that, what we're going to do is we're just going to practice that hip hinge. We're going to lower down and then drive up like so. Big squeeze through the glutes. What we want to feel, a little stretch through the hamstrings as my hands come down, and then drive up, squeeze through the glutes. So it's going to be lower and then drive. 1. Lower and then drive 2. At that pace, again, trying to keep that spine nice and neutral as you do so. Second exercise, I'm going to give you 2 options. Option number 1 is a skater. With a skater, we have 1 foot in front, knee and toe point in that same direction. Other leg is back 45 degrees. I'm going to take one hand and place it in front, and then from here, we're going to switch. Almost like we're skating. Switch. 1, switch, 2. Back and forth. Notice how you can barely hear me move my feet. You want to stay nice and light on the feet. Absorb with your muscles, not with your joints. Option number 2 is essentially the same thing, but you're just stepping out to the side. 1 step. 2. With that step out, keep our core nice and tight, nice and strong, so we're engaged here. And then I push that leg out 45 degrees, try and activate my glute as we get into extension, and I switch from side to side, just like so. You got all your bodyweight hip hinges, and then all your skaters or your glute kickbacks, either or, and then you're gonna rest for however much time you need. Go back into it whenever you're ready, and do so for the amount of rounds per square.